the Vice President's unfounded and baseless accusations that I am plotting to destroy her because of alleged political ambitions for 2028 elections. My colleagues, these accusations are not only untrue, they are a desperate attempt to distract from the real issues at hand. Malinaw ang katotohanan. Ang trabaho ko bilang speaker ay maglingkod, hindi manira. Ang politika na paninira ay hindi kailanman naging bahagi ng aking prinsipyo. Session resumed. Majority Leader.
Our dear colleagues, the Honorable Speaker, Ferdinand Martin J. Romualdez will address the body.
Okay. My distinguished colleagues, I stand before you today with a heavy yet resolute heart. Recent events compel me to address not only the accusations that have been hurled against me personally, but also the attacks on the institution we hold sacred, the House of Representatives, the heart of our democracy and the voice of the Filipino people. Let me begin with a matter that is both alarming and unprecedented. The Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines, Sara Duterte, admitted to contacting an assassin to kill President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., First Lady Luis Araneta Marcos, and myself. Let me be clear. Hindi na to biro. Hindi na to normal na panalita. Isa itong direktang banta sa ating demokrasya, sa ating pamahalaan, at sa seguridad ng bayan. Such statement is not just reckless, it is dangerous. It sends a chilling message to our people, a message that violence can be contemplated by those in positions of power. This is not just an affront to the individuals targeted, it is attack on the very foundation of our government. It is an insult to every Filipino who believes in the rule of law and the sanctity of life. Violence has no place in our society. It is irreconcilable with the values that have taught and guided us for years. Values of respect and amicable, peaceful conflict resolution. We cannot let this pass as mere rhetoric. The gravity of such confession demands accountability. It demands answers. It demands that we, as the representatives of the Filipino people, take a stand to protect our democracy from any and all forms of threats. The actions of the Vice President will go down in the annals of history like a nightmare that will haunt our people for generations. And this House will do whatever we can to protect the dignity of this institution and the 100 million Filipinos we represent. Now, let us address another serious matter. The Vice President's unfounded and baseless accusations that I am plotting to destroy her because of alleged political ambitions for 2028 elections. My colleagues, these accusations are not only untrue, they are a desperate attempt to distract from the real issues at hand. Malinaw ang katotohanan. Ang trabaho ko bilang speaker ay maglingkod, hindi manira. Ang politika na paninira ay hindi kailanman naging bahagi ng aking prinsipyo. My focus has always been on fulfilling my responsibilities as Speaker of the House, leading with utmost integrity, untarnished by division and self-interest, and guided by the principle that every action and decision I take must always be for the benefit of the Filipino people. These unfounded accusations are not just about me. They are an affront to the House of Representatives. They are an attempt to erode public trust in this institution, to sow division, and to create chaos. We choose unity over division, dialogue over conflict, and cooperation over confrontation. Why these baseless accusations? The answer is simple: to divert attention from the mounting evidence of fund misuse under her leadership at the Office of the Vice President and Department of Education. The issues surrounding confidential and intelligence funds, the questionable disbursements, and the lack of transparency demand answers. We will not tolerate and accept vague explanations and evasive responses. Kung wala kang itinatago, bakit hindi sagutin ang mga tanong? Karapatan ng taong bayan na malaman ang katotohanan. Accountability is not optional. Transparency is not negotiable. Those entrusted with public funds must be prepared to explain where it was disbursed and how these resources were utilized. Hindi ito personal. Ito ay usapin ng pananagutan at tiwala ng taong bayan. Instead of providing clarity, we have seen attempts to shift the narrative, to create distractions, and to fabricate stories. But let me remind everyone that truth is resilient. No amount of noise can drown it. This House of the People is a sacred institution. It is the embodiment of the people's will, and its dignity must be upheld at all times. Ang Kongreso ay sagrado. Ang mga patakaran at seguridad dito ay hindi nilalabag. Ang paglabag sa mga ito ay kawalang galang sa taumbayan ng ating pinaglilingkuran. Disrespect for the protocols, security measures, and leadership of this institution is not just a breach of rules, it is a breach of trust. To mock our protocols, to defy our orders, and to malign our leaders is to disrespect the Filipino people who elected us to serve. This House operates on the principles of the rule of law, transparency, and accountability. These principles are the bedrock of our democracy. To undermine them is to weaken the foundation upon which our nation stands. My colleagues, I call on you to stand with me in defending this institution. Ipaglaban natin ang dignidad ng Kongreso. Ipaglaban natin ang katotohanan. Ipaglaban natin ang ating demokrasya. This is not about personal interests. It is about preserving the integrity of the House of Representatives and ensuring that it remains strong and a credible voice for the Filipino people. To the Filipino people, I assure you that this House will not waver in its commitment to transparency, accountability, and service. We should not allow individuals to ruin this great nation with their manipulative tactics, their troll armies, or their few blind followers. We owe it to the Filipino people to remain steadfast in our mission to pass laws that improve lives, protect freedoms, and ensure a brighter future for all. Finally, I reaffirm my unwavering support for President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. and his administration. Together, we will continue to advance the reforms and policies that will lead us to economic recovery, national security, and a more equitable society. Ang laban na ito ay hindi tungkol sa akin, hindi tungkol sa inyo, kundi para sa ating bayan at sa kinabukasan ng bawat Pilipino. Let us rise above the distractions. Let us reject baseless accusations. Let us focus on what truly matters, serving the people and strengthening the institutions that uphold our democracy. Let us stay focused, steadfast, and committed to the great job we are doing. It is indeed my honor and privilege fighting this battle with and for all of you. Thank you, and may God bless the Philippines. Mabuhay ang Kongreso! Mabuhay ang sambayang Pilipino!
Umani naman ito ng iba't ibang reaksyon mula sa ating mga netizens. Ayon kay Den Mondo, pinakamalabo mangyayari ang pangarap nitong si Tamba, kahit siguro Senator malabong manalo ito. Pahayag naman ni Marisa de Guerto, anong koneksyon? Bakit kayo nagpapalakpakan? Meron bang maganda sinabi si Tamba para palakpakan siya? At ito naman ang saloobin mula sa ating kababayan na si Milagrosa Anunuevo, useless speech, people know that you're corrupt. It sounds good, transparency at accountability pero hindi naman ramdam ng mga tao yan. Mga kababayan, feel free to comment below para maglabas ng saloobin sa balitang ito.